Eminem has officially been performing for 20 years. And although he's considered as kind of an outsider, being white in black culture, he's doing great in the music industry. After all, Eminem sold more than 140 million records, won an Oscar and 15 Grammy Awards, and was on the list of the 100 most outstanding performers in history according to the Rolling Stone magazine. And although he's said to hate women, he can get very pissed when someone upsets his daughter. Why is he always full of anger and aggression? Stay with Curious Sips to find out everything you need to know. Eminem, whose real name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III, was born on October 17th of 1972 in St. Joseph, Kansas. His father abandoned the family when the boy was only 6 months old, so he stayed alone with his mother, who was addicted to several stimulants and suffered from extreme poverty. When Eminem was 12 years old, they moved to Detroit, and in the beginning, he dreamed about writing comic books. But after discovering the Beastie Boys album, he decided to become a rapper. He dedicated himself to music, took part in school debates, but as he admitted later, he wasn't interested in science. He had to repeat the 9th grade 3 times, but was eventually expelled from school. At the time, Eminem was still in need. Working in the kitchen of a small restaurant, he lived with his friends, wife, and a small child in an apartment without water, heating, and a bed. The rapper met Kimberly Ann Scott, who was 2 years younger than him in high school. They got married in 1999, 4 years after the birth of their only daughter, Hayley Jade Scott. But the musician didn't get along with Kimberly. In his songs, he often described how he was destroying, even physically abusing her, which was the reason why she tried to take her own life. She divorced the musician in 2001 and accused him of defaming her. Interestingly enough, the couple got married again in 2006, but only after 82 days, they decided to split permanently. Hayley Jade is the apple of Eminem's eyes. The rapper gets mad when people misspell his daughter's name, and apparently he wants her to become an actress. Besides, he never removes the ring he received as a gift from her. Let's go back to the music, which, according to the singer, remained his only addiction years after struggling to quit with stimulants. A breakthrough in Eminem's life came when he went out to Los Angeles for the so-called Rap Olympics. To his amazement, he got second place, and even though he didn't receive a cash prize, he was recognized by Dr. Dre, who said he discovered the pearl and decided to invest in him. The musician adopted the name Slim Shady and created a dark, wicked alter ego, allowing him to describe the reality around him and express himself in a vulgar and cruel way. The album Slim Shady LP was released on February 23rd of 1999. It reached the top of the American charts, became platinum 4 times, and received Eminem's first Grammy. This album is considered to be Eminem's commercial debut and the beginning of his international fame. But the rapper's songs were widely criticized, to the extent that even Marilyn Manson, who was asked to record songs with Eminem, decided that the musician is too controversial for him. He only agreed to collaborate with him on the next album of the rapper, but it was the end of their cooperation. Since then, Eminem has recorded a total of 10 studio albums and won the title of the best-selling hip-hop artist of all time, selling over 140 million records and having a fortune estimated of over $210 million. Rolling Stone magazine called him the king of hip-hop. Many admire him because he has found his place and made a name for himself in rap music. Eminem claims that he can speak in rhymes faster than most people. He's the only white man to have appeared on the covers of the magazines such as The Source and XXL. He's friends with Dr. Dre and Jay-Z and mercilessly mocks Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, and Christina Aguilera. Probably a few know, but basketball is also Eminem's passion. His favorite team is the Detroit Pistons. What's more is that the rapper inspired the creation of a special model of basketball shoes called the Eminem Air Jordan 4. In total, only 50 pairs of sneakers were created. Today, they are worth a fortune with a price tag of up to $8,000. Eminem has also tried acting. He appeared in an almost biographical movie, 8 Mile, featuring his music. Besides, the rapper received the Oscar for the best song, Lose Yourself, for this film, but he wasn't even at the gala. He admitted later that he was sleeping during the ceremony because he didn't believe he could win. What's more is that recently at the Sundance Film Festival, a documentary about Eminem called Marshall from Detroit had a premiere. Among the actors, Eminem probably values Al Pacino the most, and especially his role in the film Scarface. Also, in his spare time, the rapper spends his time watching the series South Park. After some accusations that he sold out singing with Pink, Rihanna, Sia, Bruno Mars, and Ed Sheeran, he unexpectedly for everyone released the album Kamikaze less than a year ago. Secretly preparing the record and releasing it without any announcements was almost like he has returned to his old self, as well as the creativity full of anger and rebellion. In the album, the musician challenges other artists and Donald Trump, proving that he's not done yet. Only in the first week, almost 500,000 records were sold in the United States. What do you think about Eminem? Do you think he can still amaze us? We'll be glad to read your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to become part of our Curious Tips family. See you soon.